Welcome to Outdoor Madness, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I'm Kerry Clark. We're finally getting some rain out here in Southern California, which means the riding is going to be awesome. So, Can Am, Polaris. Can Am, Polaris. Year after year, Can Am and Polaris has been competing on who can produce the highest horsepower, fastest side-by-side on the planet. But now, have they lost their focus when it comes to reliability? What do you guys think? The only other side-by-side that produces over 200 horsepower, and I'm talking about a side-by-side that has an internal combustion engine, is Robbie Gordon's Speed UTV, which hasn't been released to the public yet. Why? Because he's concentrating on one thing: reliability. He wants to make sure that that unit is reliable when he releases it to the public. But now, does Can Am and Polaris do the same thing? Well, with the new RZR PRO R, Polaris says that they are concentrating on quality and durability. And that should result in what? A reliable side-by-side. Let's take a look.
My name is David. I'm Robert. We're here today to talk about the quality and durability of the all-new Pro R.
All right, so looking at the back of Pro R, the heart of the vehicle is the 225 horsepower, industry-leading, normally aspirated 2-liter engine. It's developed from the ground up specifically for the RZR application and anything that the environment can throw at it. We've designed it with new angularity requirements so that when you're doing the harshest dunes and running through the desert, the engine and lubrication system is going to keep up. With that, we've also added a new 1,700 watt alternator, which is equivalent of a 140 amp system that can allow you to run all your accessories, lights, audio, whips, anything you want when you're out there having a day of riding. You can see here on the table we've got one of the drive shafts, the prop shafts of the vehicle. We've enlarged them for weight reduction. We went with a tubular style design.
With that, we'll talk over clutching. The physical size of the clutches has grown dramatically. In terms of that size, that equates to durability. But more importantly, it's how we are cooling the belt, which is a little bit of a strategy shift in terms of how we managed it. In the past, we've just really put a lot of flow rate into the clutch compartment, directing it towards the belt. In terms of a strategy shift, we're really trying to take away the heat where the heat is generated, which is at the clutch sheaves. So you'll see that we have on the vehicle, a dual path clutch cooling system, which pulls in fresh air from the front that delivers air to the driven clutch on the outer sheave. And on the back right, we have a bezel that pulls in a fresh air condition for the dual system where it pulls in on the inner side of the clutch sheave of the drive and also the inner side of the clutch sheave on the driven clutch. That coupled together with the windage plates that we put on and the strategy of being able to force that air to cool the clutch sheaves has ultimately improved our belt life dramatically. You can also see on the belts themselves. The inner one is what we currently use on the Pro XP and Turbo S. The outer one is the belt that we currently use on the Pro R. Based on these, the center distance has changed. We went from 10.5 to 12, thus reducing the amount of revolutions that need to occur on the belt and the amount of time that actually touches the sheave itself. We focused on really reducing that clutch temperature below 300 in the worst conditions. And so far, we have had phenomenal belt life and improvements in our driveline capability.
So those were just a few things that Polaris concentrated on when it comes to quality and durability. Now, let's take a close-up look at the 2022 RZR PRO R. So I want to thank Temecula Motorsports for letting us come in, run our cameras and everything, and film at their shop over in Temecula. And while I was there, I talked to the Polaris guys a lot, and they explained a lot of things to me, and they told me that they did so much testing on this unit, and they really feel like it's going to change the side-by-side class, and it's also going to be a very reliable unit. So what do you guys think? Will the new RZR PRO R be reliable? Sure looks that way. And from what everything Polaris told me, they really concentrated on quality and durability. But only time will tell. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you know what? We'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors.